Apparently, we weren't normal,
Who would have thought?
which was weird because I actually thought everyone's childhood looked like a lucky dip bag. Sometimes you get a prize, sometimes you get 2 old bread, and sometimes you get to sleep in a sleeping bag because there's no clean sheets.
So
And
sad.
dinner is like a surprise game every night.
See, my normal was the opposite. There was order and structure, everything in its place. My mother ran a house like a precision military operation, mainly because of who she was married to. The bills were paid, meals were planned, our school uniforms were ironed and pressed, the social calendar and schedule were tracked. Normal was kind of like a costume you put on. We just inherited it and we pretend that it fits. But tonight we're going to unpick this thing called normal, because this word gets thrown around like it's universal, but it's actually deeply personal and often deeply inherited. And we're going to talk about love because it's a powerful word, and it too gets thrown around and used to cover an entire emotional landscape. But love on its own isn't enough to make a relationship actually work, which we obviously have found out over the years.
So will there be music involved, like a theme tune?
A theme tune?
Yeah.
We could develop one of those
Okay.
if we must, DJ Steve. Because if trust or respect or communication or commitment fail, then love starts to limp. And we're going to talk about those invisible emotional contracts that we wrote without ever speaking about them, and how our families, these post-World War II wounded humans, coded in us what love and safety should look like. Because my body learned that order equaled safety.
Yep.
If everything was managed tightly enough, maybe the world wouldn't explode.
And my body learned that chaos was just expected, normal, random. So planning became pointless because nothing ever went to plan anyway.
So when we fell in love, we walked in thinking we were talking about the same thing, but we weren't even close.
That's right.
Love isn't the Band-Aid. It's the umbrella name we use for the thing we want to feel. But what makes love actually work is trust, respect, communication, and commitment. If one of these breaks, that's when love starts to wobble.
I used to think saying I love you was enough, and I said it a lot, and it was genuine, but it just wasn't touching the surface. It was like the sentence covered the emotional GST.
Yeah. It was kind of become a blanket, didn't it?
Yep.
When there was something that was happening that we couldn't actually express or put words to.
That's right.
You would just go, oh, but I love you. And I go, yeah, I know you love me, but the words don't cut it. They don't bring the healing. They don't address my pain or my concern.
I thought it would fix everything by saying I love you.
You did. Yeah. And because of your genuineness, fortunately for me, because I felt your love so deeply, a lot of the time those 3 words meant the world until they didn't. And we wrote invisible agreements without ever speaking them.
Yep.
Kind of like, I'll hold the order, you hold the chaos. I'll keep the peace, you'll be the soft landing. I'll never need too much, you'll never ask too much.
Turns out we both needed too much.
And unspoken contracts became resentment because nobody actually agreed to them. We were bargaining for safety. We didn't know how to ask for it. My dad was a violent man. He'd come home drunk and he'd be explosive. Power was his currency. My mother ran the home with precision, and etiquette was her currency, which caused an amazing amount of tension. My childhood taught me control was survival.
Yeah, right. So for me, growing up, as I said previously, I thought my life was stable and consistent. I've since learned it was far from that. As I settled into our relationship, I became aware that my childhood taught me the floor could fall out at any second. So why waste any time trying to stabilise anything? My mum was timid, overwhelmed. My dad tried to be the hero, but didn't have the actual tools to make that happen. And now, and it's no wonder why I forget to pay the bills. Babe, this is the legacy.
Fabulous. I got to live with it. And so when we got together, my normal was to grip tight and brace, and Beige Boy's normal was to float and hope the universe provides. It's the same wound, just in different armour. So we started telling the truth.
Absolutely.
Out loud. Not that my voice could ever be silenced, but my goodness, if I thought something, I'd say something, and if I wasn't heard saying it, I would scream it. We renegotiated our contracts. We made new definitions together.
Our new normal is, and I really love this a lot, like this a lot, is to tell the truth early, repair quickly, ask for what we actually need.
Like snacks and beer and...
No, well,
Yeah.
no. No, asking for what you actually need.
Right. So love limps along at times still, because, you know, we still make mistakes, but we strengthen those muscles, the muscles of trust, respect, communication and commitment. Every time we choose to repair these, this is where the strength comes from. Rather than retreating into solitude and resentment, yeah, we do the work, we repair.
And those spreadsheets, those lists, they're only for groceries, not for emotional forecasting or trying to figure things out.
Most days.
Yeah.
So, if this lands, we would love you to share what your inherited normal was. What are you unlearning now? And if you want to know more of these deep, real conversations, hit the subscribe button, share, make comments, and bring your people.
And if tonight felt heavy, please hear this. If you're not safe, that's not normal. That's a warning system.
Yeah, and please, if you don't feel safe, we are not condoning that anybody stays in a relationship where they don't feel safe. Please reach out to Lifeline or Google Helpline in your country and make sure that you reach out, phone those numbers and lock into the support networks that are around you to support you.